All right, we're back in the Pirates. How about them? 7-2. They won today on a real gem by a guy who's emerging as the ace, Jameson Taillon. One hitter, complete game. We haven't heard those two things together for quite some time. So, Chris, let me ask you this, just right off the bat. You cover this team day in and day out. Is this sustainable given the fact they've taken advantage of some pretty bad competition so far?
Well, last year they didn't. They were 2 games under 500, 35 and 37 against sub-500 ball clubs. So that's step one. If you're a good team, you beat the bad teams when they're on your schedule. They've done that to this point. But you're not going to be able to beat the good teams if you don't figure out the middle of your bullpen, your middle relief. You've only had 2 starters go 6 innings plus in your first 9 games. Trevor Williams last Sunday, Jameson Taillon today. They have to figure that out, and they have to figure it out quick. Because Dovydas Neverauskas, Josh Smoker, and Edgar Santana, some mix of the 3 of them, probably not going to get it done. They've been absolutely killed in the 6th inning, been their worst inning in every single game to this point. They've got to figure it out and figure it out soon.
Hey, yo, Bob, can I be, like, real honest with you right now?
Yes, that's what we want, honesty.
I don't care if it's sustainable. I don't care. I don't care to go. The bullpen needs help. They need to be better defensively. All right, that's my breakdown of what's going on with the Pirates.
So just enjoy the ride.
That's where I am with it.
They should
just
do it.
Enjoy the ride.
They have 9 games. They won 7. That's how you look at it.
Look, I think they need a new owner. I've said that a gazillion times.
I
the
agree.
management team, iffy. I can live with them. But these players have nothing to do with all that stuff. Nothing to do with it. Gregory Polanco's hitting the cover off the ball. They're playing in terms of the bottom of the order has now turned into something where they don't just flip it over, where they don't just get outs, where Jordy Mercer, Moran, and those kind of guys, they're doing their part. You have these guys, and you have Jameson Taillon, of course, going out there and doing what he did. And you have Stephen Brault throwing the baseball pretty well. You have contributions from these guys that have nothing to do with the stuff why we beat the Pirates over the head. I'm to the point where they're 7-2. I'm enjoying the ride because if they were 2-7, the city would be killing them right now. So that's where I am with it.
No, people just want to get mad.
Right.
They just want to get mad about something. Why would you not get excited about the Pirates right now? Yeah, they're not going to play whatever the equivalent is of 7-2 baseball the entire season. Nobody's stupid enough to believe that. But Gregory Polanco has seemingly emerged as a face of the franchise. You talk to these guys, they're really easy to root for, too. They have some good personalities on this team. Brault and Williams that we're talking about. Taillon, I think, is one of the best athletes, leaders in the city. They're very easy to get behind. Let's just have some fun with this.
The shame of it is, and it's not the shame, I guess the reality of it is we spend a lot of time, rightly so, on the owner, not spending enough money, not making the moves. Chris is in there every day. I'm in there and know some of these guys. This is a highly likable bunch of guys, Chris, isn't
Absolutely.
it? I mean, this is a great bunch of guys in a really, really banded together baseball team.
And I would point out as well, you know, the narrative that got built around David Freese and Josh Harrison coming out and saying what they said at the beginning of spring training was, this is a toxic clubhouse. I saw someone who wasn't even down there in Florida write that. This is a toxic club. It wasn't toxic at all. These guys have rallied around each other now that that Band-Aid has been ripped off, and they're focusing on playing baseball. And right now, it's winning baseball.
All right, has it changed, though, your outlook for the rest of the season? I know what all of us pretty much said in terms of wins and losses. I thought they'd be 4th place. I'm not going to change because I think that division is much too good, although injuries, Milwaukee's already had a lot of them. So, Jason, injuries play a factor, but do you still believe what you believed before the season started?
No, I don't actually, Pomp. I'll be one that flips it. I think a lot of people say that they still see them eventually evening out. I mean, I don't see this team as a 95-win club or something like that. But, no, I think I'm ready to say that I was a little bit wrong about the Pirates. I think they might be better then.
Unlike this waffler Mackey, I'm going to actually stick to my prediction. I picked them to win 72 games. I think they'll still be right around there because of the bullpen and the defense. That bullpen is going to catch
base
up
running,
with
you
them.
could throw that in there, too. It's been terrible for the last couple of days.
What's that, Bob?
Base running.
Oh, yeah, base running. But that's been bad, the whole time Hurdle's been here.
Yeah.
But Santana, I mean, that guy stinks. I mean, he's really, really
It's only
bad.
been 9 games. He's a reliever. Easy.
Know. But I think between 72 and 75, somewhere around there, they'll win that many games.
Well, I'll say this. You can't win a division in the first week of the season. You can certainly lose it. And as Colin said earlier, if they were 2-7 right now, nobody would be paying attention to them for the rest of the summer. They're 7-2, and if nothing else, it's reason to open up the paper every day or turn on your tablet or your phone and see where they are in the standings right now. They're in first place.
Thanks for that plug, Chris.
No problem, Jeff.
Waffler.
We're going to take
some syrup for that.
Take a break, and when we come back, we're going to mix 2 things together, the NFL and the Masters, in one segment. All coming up next right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.